So I'm here with my friend Andrei. How do you say your last name?
Richkov,
Richkov. He's from where?
Israel.
From Israel. And what are you doing right now? What are
And
you
cycling.
finishing up?
I just finishing the Southern Tier and cycling around the world. Yeah.
Cycling around the world. And the question I just asked is, when did you first start cycling?
Yeah. So when I was a child, I got my first bicycle. My grandfather bought me, and I loved it. I was cycling all over the place. But at some point, I left it because I had to go to the army. Because in Israel, all men has to serve in the army. Then college. Then I started to work as a software engineer, and I kind of forgot about this. But during COVID, I had some time to think about it, and I said, well, I'm not married, I don't have children, so if I will not do it now, I will probably never be able to do it.
Oh,
So I
yeah, I
said,
love it.
so then I said, all right, let's do it. What do I need? Okay, I need to save some money, I need to prepare a route, I need to get in shape, I need to bike a lot, and that's what I did, and here I am right now.
Okay, so how old are you, if I could
Yeah,
ask?
I'm 32.
32.
Yes.
32, and he's cycling around the world.
Yeah, and I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh. My hat's off to you. Way to go. Well, okay. If anybody watches this, well, they will watch this. What would you want to say to people? Well, let me ask this. Yeah, first of all, what would you want to tell people?
I say if you have a dream, it doesn't really matter if it's to cycle the world, just go to that place to hike somewhere. I know, whatever, just go for it. Even if you think there are so many things that you don't know if they will work out, once you start, everything starts to work out this way or another. So just go for it.
Okay. And what is the biggest thing you've learned about you so far during this journey?
That's a good question. I was
Or
never
maybe,
thinking about
or
this.
maybe not the biggest, but what is something you discovered about you?
Yes. Well, that I like to challenge myself. Every time somebody tells me there's that beautiful place, but it's really hard to get there, then I will say, well, let's do it. And usually it's not so easy, but at the end, like, I'm glad I did it and I love it. So I guess that's the thing. But I
Okay.
just started. Maybe there will be many more things, but yeah, that's amazing.
And what have you discovered about people?
That let's say that when I was younger, at some point, I had this feeling like I lost, lost hope in humanity because like said, well, people are bad, they're doing wars, they're doing all this thing, but that's not. I mean, some people do, unfortunately, but most people they don't. Well, most people they just want to live day to day. They want to grow up their children. They like to meet others and help them. Total strangers like myself. I had so many people who stopped off from me water, food, like place to stay at night. Some people from warm showers. Some people, random people on the street. Some guy in Texas stopped his car on the side of the road, just came to me, gave me 2 liters bottle of Dr. Pepper, went back to the car, closed the door, and went. And he said nothing. And I was like, okay, but thank you, because I didn't have water back then. I ran out of water, and I had like another 20 miles to the next town. So it was amazing.
And do you like Dr. Pepper?
Yes, I love it.
Okay. And what have you discovered about landscape in America?
America is beautiful. Everything's big. I mean, I only checked the Southern Tier yet, so there's so much more things to do. But everything's big. It's amazing. Like it's so diverse. Like actually, I already been to USA before. I did a road trip, but most people I think when they do road trips go through the north or the
Yeah.
center,
Yeah.
and not to the south. But I love the south. Like it's beautiful.
Is there a state that you have particular fondness about?
I think so far my favorite was Texas because it was so diverse. The east part, it had that Sam Houston forest, like pine trees, so much greens.
Yeah.
And then after Austin, you start to have all this country with all the hills, but you still have this green, like mountains and everything. and then you go to the area after that, after the Rio, where it becomes a desert, and you have the big band. Like it's so diverse. So yeah, I loved it.
Huh.
Like, and you also have the beach. I haven't been there, but like I only can imagine how it looks like.
Oh man, you're gonna love it. You will love it. Okay, thanks. This is Andrei Richkov, and this guy is a beast. What's the most you cycled in a day?
It's 370 kilometers. It was a 24-hour challenge I did in Tel Aviv, the city where I'm at. I think in miles it's 220 something.
229, I think,
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah, in one day, self-supported. I carried all the food with me. The water, I did have place for the water, but the food I carried, and it was part of my preparations to race a competition called the Holy Land Challenge in Israel.
Okay, now I gotta say, you don't have the physique of the typical cyclist. How did you get so freaking strong?
Well, actually, I lost a lot of weight. Like, since I started to cycle to prepare for my train 2 years ago, I lost 45 kilograms. I think it's like 80 pounds, maybe more, which is a lot. And actually, just since I started, I lost even more. And I don't know. I mean, you don't have to go fast, right? You just have to keep going.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going to write that down. You don't have to go fast. You just have to keep going.
Exactly.
I'm going to write that on Facebook. I'm going to credit you, Andrei. I love it. On my friend Andrei, this guy is a beast. Already, I love him, and you will too. Follow him on what?
It's called goofyonabike.com.
Goofyonabike.com.
Yeah, it has the same Facebook page, and you can also find me in Strava, which I keep update every day when I cycle.
Okay.